Okay, so we are going to today discuss the main topic is in chapter 3, because this chapter 3 is of linear equation two variable, pair of linear equation two variable. So we have linear equation. Now the question will be definitely to solve. Let it be pair, there is no problem. If it is a pair of linear equation or single linear equation, doesn't matter. The question will be to solve it. Now with linear equation two variables or pair of linear equation two variables, broadly there are two ways of solving. The first one is graphical solution. Okay, that means we can draw the graph and solve it. I'll show you how it can be done. Yeah, you can see here graphical method of solution of pair of linear equation. Now what is the graphical method? In that we are going to draw graph of the linear equation. So how to draw the graph of linear equation, that you have learned in class 9, that you will make solutions for each line. Okay, like here there are two equations given, you can see. I'm talking about example number 4. So here any two equations are given, and for both the equation the solution table is made. For the first one, the solution table for the first one is written here, and for the second one the solution table is written here. And then what is done, both the graph are drawn on the same graph sheet. On single graph sheet both the lines are drawn. So you can see one line is moving this way, and the equation of that line is 2x minus 3y is equal to 12, and the second equation, that is x plus 3 is equal to 6, is drawn here. So like that, when you draw the graph, wherever they intersect, if they intersect, then there is a common solution. We say it is a unique solution, and we can very easily find, like in this case the solution is 6 comma 0, so x is 6 and y is 0, there is a solution. So graphical we can solve it. The second method, now I'll show a few more graphical, like here also again graphical solution is there, right? There are two equations in here, and both the graphs are drawn, they intersect at this point, so this is the common solution, x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. So like that you can solve graphically. So graphical thing will take up little later. What we are going to do today is this, that is the algebraic method, right? We'll be doing today this one, algebraic method. Graphical method will take later on. So in algebraic method we have three further methods. Okay. One is substitution method, written here, which we'll take now today. Then there is another method called elimination method, that we will be seeing later on, and then the last one is cross multiply method, that we will see all the three method here in 10th class. So one is graphical method and the second is algebraic method. So there are broadly two methods by which we can solve this linear equation, graphical method and algebraic method. So now I am going to talk about only algebraic method, and in that the first method is substitution method. We will take up substitution method. So how the substitution method is done, we'll see it here. So I'm going to erase this all. Now these all questions from substitution method, let me check. Yeah. So here all the questions in the substitution method are from exercise 3.3. So we'll take up 3.3 exercise, and you can see here they have written here that solve the following pair of linear equation by substitution method. So I'll take up one question to first go through how the substitution method is done. So I'll take up the first question, the easiest one, the simplest one I'll take. That is x plus y is equal to 14, the first part, and the second equation is x minus y is 4. So this question we will solve it. So exercise, today we'll take exercise 3.3 question 1 and first part. So the equations are x plus y is equal to 14 and x minus y is equal to 4. So these are the two equations. So what we can do, we can name this one as first equation, this one as first equation, and this one as second equation. The way I am writing, the same way you should write in exam. Don't dilute the method, because that is the correct way I am doing it. Now what is the method we have to do here for substitution? You will find the value of one of the variable, like suppose I want to find the variable x. So I will find the variable x from equation 1 in terms of y. That means only x variable will be left on the left side of the equation, rest all quantity and everything I will shift to the right side. That we call as finding the value of x in terms of y. This you can do from equation 1, or if you want you can take it from equation 2 as well. So I will take from equation 1. So the first step is that we will write here from equation 1. So we are actually trying to find the value of x from equation 1. So y I have shifted here, so it becomes 14 minus y. So this is the, and here x is left, so this is the final value of x. So we got the value of x, and we'll name this as third equation, right? Third equation. Now what I'm going to do, once we have found from the first equation the value of x, that value of x will substitute in the second equation. If I have taken the value of x from first, I'll substitute in second, but if I have taken from the second, I'll substitute in first. So that you have to remember. So I'll substitute the value of x, that is 14 minus y, in the second equation. Yes, anybody want to ask some doubt? So I'll write here substitute equation 3 in 1, in 2, not 1, we have to put in 2. So in place of x we'll write 14 minus y, and there is already 1 minus y present here. So x is 14 minus y and minus y. So here I get 14 minus 2y is equal to 4. Now here we have an equation where we have only one variable, you can see, one variable, that is y. So we can find the value of y. So what I'll do, I'll transfer 14 to the right side and then become minus 10. So y will be equals to minus 10 upon minus 2, because 2 also you have to shift it. So that is 5. So the value of y comes out to be 5. So first variable value we have got it, because when they are asking to solve it, obviously you need to find the value of x and y. So x we have, y we have got it. Now the value of y I can substitute in this equation 3. If I replace this y as 5, I will be getting s, or if you want, you can replace in equation 1 as well as in equation 2. Anywhere in equation 1, equation 2 or equation 3, you can put the value of y and you will get the value of x. So I am going to do I'm going to substitute in third. So now I will write here substitute equation 4 in third. So what is the third one? It was x is equal to y minus 14. You can check. X is equal to 14 minus y. Sorry, 14 minus y. I've written wrong thing here. Just 14 minus y. So 14 minus y. So y is 5. So replace it 5. Therefore x comes to 9 and y is 5. So finally you should write the answer completely at the end. Okay, that is the correct way of writing the answer. If you don't leave it that x is 9 here and y is 5, you don't leave that 5 here, bring it to the last page, so that final answer is here and the examiner doesn't have to look back where is the value of y. Okay, understood how this question is done? Okay, now if you have any doubt, anyone, any kind of question, you can ask me. No? That's fine then. Okay, so now what we will do, we'll take up next question. This one. Now I'll show you second part, because first part was the easiest one. I'll show you second part how to do by substitution method. So second part is s minus. Note down the question so that there is no problem noting the question. Yeah. Now I'm going to solve the second part here. Question 1. Question 1, second part. So what is the question? Question is s minus t is equal to 3 is the first equation, and s upon 3 plus t upon 2 is equal to 6. So we'll name the equation. This is equation 1. This is equation 2. Right? Okay, what is the first step we do? Anybody remember what we do? Yes, from any equation, let it be equation 1 or let it be equation 2, we are going to find any one of the variable or any variable, let s or t. So I'll use the first equation to find the value of s in terms of t, and then I'll substitute in the second equation, right? So I'll write here from equation 1, s will be equals to 3 plus t, and this will be our third equation. Now this third equation I will substitute in the second. So substitute equation 3 into 2. Yes, very good. So in place of s, I can write 3 plus t upon 3, and t as it is, t upon 2 is equal to 6. So now after replacing this s with 3 plus t, we get this one, and you can see there is only one variable t, so that we can find very easily because we have learned how to solve equation one variable. Now we have some denominators, so we will take LCM now. So 3 and 2 LCM is 6, so then we will see how much 6 goes in 3's table. It goes twice, so it will multiply by twice. Yes. Same as we do fraction, addition, subtraction, same rule I am applying here. Plus, now how much time this 6 goes in 2's table? 3 times, it will be 3t is equal to 6. Now this 6 I can transfer here, and simultaneously I will open the bracket also. So 6, 2t, 3t is equal to 36. Now you can see this become 5t. 5t is equal to 30. How 30 comes? Because this 6 can be transferred to other side. So 36 minus 6 is 30. So here we can find the value of t. So I will not take the next page, I will put it here. So t is equal to, so therefore t is equal to 30 upon 5. Therefore t is equal to how much? 6. Right. So the value of t, we now got it. Now this value t I can place in equation 1, I can replace in equation 2, or I can put in equation 3. Anywhere I put it, the second one will come out. So I will use this third. Okay. So I will name this one as fourth equation, and I will put in third. So I will take the next page. Substitute fourth in third, or we should write equation fourth in third. So s is equal to 3 plus t. So t was 6. Therefore s is 9, t is 6 is our answer. Understood? So this is called substitution method, because actually we are substituting some value in equation and then we are solving it. Any doubt, anyone? Okay, so now let us see next question. Okay. Now the question was this one. So from first equation I am substituting, I am just finding the value of s. You can see. So from this equation I am taking the value of s. So this t is transferred to this side, become 3 plus t. Now this is the third equation. Now if I have taken the value of one of the variable from first equation, then whatever I get the value of that variable, I should not put in first equation. If you put, then all the variable get cancelled. You will let them nothing. So anyway, so we have to put in second equation. So in place of this s, I have replaced 3 plus t as upon 3, then plus t upon 2 is equal to 6. Then we take the LCM, 6. So how much time this 6 goes in 3's table? Twice, so I multiply this by twice. How much time 6 goes in 2's table? Thrice, I am multiplying this t by thrice. And 6 is already there. So this 6, if we transfer here, it becomes 36. And open the bracket, this is 6, this is 2t, 5t, that becomes 5t. 6 goes here, subtract 30. So t is 30 upon 5, that is 6. So value of t comes out to be 6. So that 6 I can replace it here and I'll get the value of x. So that we have, s. So that we have done it here. So in place of t we have written 6. So we get 9 and t. So this is the answer. Right? Understood? Now we take up some more question. Now let's talk about the third question, because this is a very important thing. Third question, I'll talk about third question. If you see the third question and try to solve it, what will happen? Let us see. What happens? Let us see. So from the first equation, I'm going to find the value of, let us say, y, because y will be easy to find. So minus y is equal to 3 minus 3x. What I'm doing, I'm taking this one and trying to find the value of y. 3x is shifted to that side, and because this is minus, I have to change all the sign to make the variable positive. So you can see I have changed the sign and I make the variable positive. Okay, so this is our one value, that is the value of y. Now this value of y I'll substitute in the second equation, because that's the rule. From first equation I got one of the variables, so that variable I'm going to substitute in the second equation. So let's see, second equation we put what happened. 9x minus 3, and in place of y I have to write 3x minus 3 is equal to 9. So what I'm doing, I'm replacing this value in second equation. Now if I open the bracket, 9x minus 9x plus 9 is equal to 9, and very clearly you can see that 9x and 9x get cancelled, so they are same. So left with 9 is equal to 9. So the variable cancels and 9 is equal to 9 is correct statement, so there is nothing wrong in that. But the question is, how will you find x and y? The x has been cancelled. So if you don't have any x, we don't know what the value of x, and if you don't know the value of x, how can we find y? Now why this thing has happened in this question? Why this thing happened, that the variable got cancelled? We tried to solve it by substitution method and we end up getting like this. What is the reason? Because it has infinite many solution. Very good. Now what is the infinite many solution that we have learned yesterday? So I'll show you what is infinite many solution. Now see here, I hope you know what is a1 upon a2. So for this one, a1 upon a2, so a1 is 3, this one, a2 is 9, so it is 1 upon 3. What is b1 upon b2 for the same pair of equation? It is minus 1 upon minus 3, is again 1 upon 3. And what is c1 upon c2? It is 3 upon 9, again 1 upon 3. So you can very clearly see that ratios are equal. a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2 are equal. So if you have ratios equal, then what you say? It has infinite many solution, right? So if you have infinite many solution, if the pair of equation are showing infinite many solution, or if they are showing you no solution, in both these conditions you cannot do by algebra method. If there is no solution, again you will end up getting something like this. So if it is an infinite solution, if it is no solution, then you cannot solve it by algebraic method. So the only solution which is possible by solving algebraic method is unique solution cases. So whenever you have unique solution cases, only those you can solve. And because of this, we were not able to solve this question. This we can solve by graphical method, not by algebra method. Now, why such questions given? Because this is a NCERT book, this is a practice book. So they are saying to know that if you get such question, what you have to do. Now, suppose this question is coming in exam, what you should write? It's very simple. Okay, I'll show you what you should write. Suppose this question comes in exam, then what you should write. Let me come back to my page. So I'll solve it here. This was question number 1 and third part. So the equation is 3x minus y is equal to 3. Okay. And the second one is 9x minus 3y is equal to 9. So initially, orally you calculate and check. If you find that something the ratios are equal, so you don't have to solve it, rather you do this one. You do this one. So a1 upon a2 we have found, then b1 upon b2 we'll find, and c1 upon c2 also we will find, that is 3 upon 9. So here we can say because a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2, because 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3 are equal. Thus, the pair of linear equation have infinite many solutions. Don't write in short, but write complete form, infinite many solutions. So that is the way you have to show this question if it comes in exam, but the chances are very rare. So that is the way you have to do it. All of you understood? Okay. So now we go back to the questions we were doing. This was the question we were doing. So everything I explained, so I'll erase everything here. Okay, now this question, fourth question, you will try as homework, and the sixth part also you will try as homework. You try yourself. I'll solve this fifth part for you, because every question is slightly typical type. So fifth question I'll solve it for you people. So let's go back to our writing page. So now we are going to do first question, question 1 and fifth part. So what is the question? So I'll write it here. The question is under root 2x. Only the number is under the root, not the variable. Under root 3y, the variable outside the root, is equal to 0. This is our first equation. Then we have under root 3x minus under root 8y is equal to 0. So this is our first equation. This is our second equation. So as the rule says, from any one equation you have to find the value of one of the variable. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to find from the first the value of x. Okay. So same technique in all questions. So from equation 1, under root 2x is equal to minus root 3y. Everything shifted here because there is a 0. So if you write 0 here, or if you don't write 0 here, it's the same thing. Okay. So now from here I can find the value of x. X is under root 3y upon root 2. So this is the value of x. This is our third equation. Now the value of this x, now I can substitute in second equation. So I'll write here substitute equation 3 in equation 1. So instead of writing in, I write just equation 2. So I'll substitute under root 3 as it is, but in place of x I am writing minus under root 3 upon under root 2 minus root 8y is equal to 0. Now under root 3 into under root 3 is 3, and that way minus, so minus 3 upon y under root 2 minus under root 8 is equal to 0. Now you see this thing has a under root value, that means there is a denominator and there is a no denominator, so we can write 1 here. So I have to take an LCM now. You have to take an LCM and proceed further and see what we can get. So it is LCM is under root 2, and here we get minus 3y, and then what we have here, it is minus. When you take the LCM here, let's say this is 1 here, so root 2 is LCM. So how much time root 2 goes in 1? For root time, so root 2 you have to multiply with this. So this become root 16y is equal to 0, right? So minus 3y minus 4y is equal to 0. How this has come? Now see here. Root 16 value is 4, so that we have written, and this root 2 if I transfer here, it will get multiplied with 0 and you get left with 0. So we have now minus 7y is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 upon minus 7 is 0. So if you divide 0 by any number, 0, so the value of y comes out to be 0. This is our fourth equation. So the value of y has come. I can put the value of y here and I can very easily find the value of x. So that I'm going to do it now. So here I'll write substitute equation 4 in 3. So 3 was x is equal to minus root 3y upon root 2. This was the value of x. I'll show it here. See, minus root 3y upon root 2 is the value of x. Same thing I'm written here. And in place of y, I can write what? I can write 0, because y value is 0, and we multiply anything with 0, the answer will be 0. So therefore x is 0, y is 0, both are 0, is the solution for this question. Right? Understood? Okay, so you have to do this question remaining part of the first question. You have to do it from home as well as the second question. So these two will be homework. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write the homework for you people first. So homework is exercise 3.3 question 1, okay, and question 2. So question 1 remaining part obviously, and the question 2 is one you have to complete it, right? I think so you have